quarterback, Trevor Story at shortstop, Marcelo Meyer will be at third, Kristen Campbell at second base, and Cedon Rafaela in center. Those are your lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
You know, Will, you talked about it. Walker Buehler, it seems like he, like Giolito, like Bayo, wants to throw more fastballs. He's got an elite heater. Do you think we might see more of number one here tonight?
You know, I hope so. You know, before injury, his four-seamer average 95, 96. Now it's been around 93, 94, and it's getting hit a lot more. Now, command is everything, right? We talk about that with a lot of these guys. But 7 lefties in the lineup for Tampa, and you're going to think there's going to be some more change-ups mixed in today as well.
Here's Josh Lowe, left-handed hitter. The first pitch of the game is fouled down the left field side and out of play. We start right on time at 7:10 p.m., and it is an utterly glorious night. Temperatures definitely in the mid-80s, 84 degrees. Time and temperature sponsored by Hatfield. Better care, better pork. Here's a pop-up into shallow center field. Cedon Rafaela drifting in with the red sleeves on. He's there to make the shoulder-high grab. And on 2 pitches, Buehler settling in. There's one away.
Well, you love that. Efficiency, right? He didn't go deep into the game at Yankee Stadium, but a lot of that had to do with the hard contact and the 7 runs that he gave up.
7 runs, 5 of them earned in the first 2 innings of that affair. His ERA comes in 5.18, 4-4 in 10 starts. One down, here's Brandon Lau. He takes a cut fastball that misses in. 4-1. The Red Sox starting pitching has been really good of late, and it is such a simple game sometimes. As you start, so goes the game. The 1-0 is swung on a chop back to the mound, but a foul ball off the front foot of Lau and a curveball. It's 1-1.
I mean, how about that yesterday, right? Giolito goes 6 innings. Whitlock throws 2. Weissert shuts it down. Play a clean game. See ya.
How unusual that has been
Unfortunately,
this season.
yes, very.
Sox come in 33-36, 9 behind the evil Empires. The fastball misses high and away from Brandon Lau, and it's 2-1. The Yankees 40-25. Both the Blue Jays and the Rays have started to play a lot better. This is a critical game, the 2-1. On the ground, inside the first base line, that's a base hit. It might be extra bases. Roman Anthony bobbles it a little bit. I think that was going to be a double all the way for Lau. He sort of misjudged it. Right field at Fenway Park is so hard, and he mishandled it. It's a 1-out double for Lau in the top of the first.
Yeah, that was a curveball from Walker. It was down in the zone, but Lau, a very good low ball hitter. He'd already seen that breaking ball for the second pitch of the at-bat. Was kind of all over that one.
So here now Yandy Diaz, who's just always terrifying. Right-handed hitter. He chops one right to Campbell. He plays a cherry second hop, throws to first, and on 1 pitch, Diaz is gone. They're 2 out on the play. Lau over to third. These Rays, Will, we've seen it in these 3 games. They are looking to swing early.
Yeah, they sure are. You know, the Red Sox have shown through a lot of the season they like to get ahead, and they like to fill it up, whether it's fastball or off speed. They try to throw a lot of first pitch strikes. Wow. Words
Easy
are hard.
for you to say?
Easy for me to say.
Yeah.
You should try it.
I've never heard somebody turn pitch into that word. As Aranda takes a cutter down and in for ball 1.
Words are hard sometimes.
Do you need to step into the hallway for a minute?
No, I just got to get the peanut butter out of my mouth. It will be good.
And Aranda's actually hit with a breaking ball down on his feet. That pitch sort of broke down and in on him. So now the Rays, after that one plunked him on the left elbow, have 2 on with 2 out runners at the corners for Junior Caminero.
Had to do all these reads to the Red Sox Foundation all afternoon.
Do you need some water?
I think I just need a break.
Yeah. They're just asking so much of you. Caminero, one of the great young players in the game. First and third, no outs. The pitch is a strike. We've talked about it so often, Will. First inning, critical. This young Red Sox team, when they score first, when they hang a 0, it changes everything. This is a big moment for Buehler. 0-1, the pitch is way outside. I mean, that's a slider that is, 2 feet off the outside, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's what happens. You come off an outing where you give up a lot of hard contact. It kind of can scare you away from the plate.
Toro is holding Aranda at first as a pitch misses outside. A slider. What you say is so true, but that is sort of a troubling prospect for Buehler tonight. He's so often been one of the great young pitchers in the game. He's in a bind early. The 2-1 is fouled back. Man, that was a sinking fastball right back to the screen, and it's 2-2.
You know, the Rays and Caminero came in here, and he had been swinging it really well, right? He hit 382 over the previous 14 games, but now he's gone 1 for his last 17.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Rays at first and third, 2 down. In the top of the first, Caminero comes up, 252, 15 homers and 41. Driven in the Red Sox. Trying to win this series as Buehler sets at the belt. He throws, and Caminero takes a ball way. I mean, that is not even in the zip code of a strike. That's such an easy take for Caminero.
Yeah, all the sliders he's thrown in this at bat, to your point, we're about a foot off the plate.
3-2. 2 down, the pitch. Runner goes at first. The pitch is chopped on the left side. Meyer plays the hop at the belt high, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Buehler was not that sharp, but he pitches out of it. We go to the bottom of the first. Red Sox, what do you know?
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at
season. Stop number 5 is Wellfleet. Come watch the show from 6 to 10 as we broadcast at the Beachcomber. The Greg Hill Road Show is presented by Miller Lite. It's Miller time, New England. Please drink responsibly.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Jaron Duran leading it off against Zach Littell, and a first pitch swung on and driven high and deep into right field, at the track, at the wall. Goodbye! Leadoff homer for Jaron Duran. A moonshot into right, and it is 1-0 Red Sox.
Well, don't look now, but the Red Sox starters haven't given up a run in the first inning this entire series. And you said it earlier. How important is it for these Red Sox to score first? They're 20-9 when they score first. That's a big one to jump on top.
Well, how about pull side power for Duran? He launches as the Red Sox now see Devers dig in. The pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Rafi is more in swing mode now in the last few days than he has been. That was a fastball center cut. I love that Duran was ready to go, and he got the Wally mask that he designed right on his head. The 0-1 to Rafi misses down and in. A splitter from Littell, and it's 1-1.
Hey, look, that's a fastball on the corner in. That is a pitch Duran has not handled well over the last month or so, and he pulled it in the air. That was crushed.
His 5th homer, 1-1 to Devers. The pitch inside almost hit him, and it did. He's going to take first base. I get it. Must have clipped him on the jersey there.
Yeah, look, Rafi wants to hit, right? If he felt it get him at all, he's not. He's going to go to first. So
Played umpires Tripp Gibson, Ryan Blakeney at first, Junior Valentine at second, and Marvin Hudson, the crew chief, at third. And this is going to be one of those crew chief reviews.
Well, Alex was the one that said, hey, look at it.
Oh, so he was not awarded the
base.
base. Raffy said it did get me.
Boston's the challenge in the no hit by pitch.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a lot of trust in your hitter early on. Alex is laughing.
Can you imagine burning that in the first?
Let's see. And
it just
got
grazed
him.
them.
Definitely on the jersey. By the way, Boston is challenging the no hit by pitch.
We're fixing to go look at it.
It definitely hit him.
It definitely grazed his upper arm.
I'll tell you this about Alex Cora and Mike Brentley in the first inning. If they challenge, they are 1,000,000,000% certain. They're not challenging that otherwise. Raffy was definitely hit. This should be a pretty quick review in New York. Here we go. Or maybe not. He turned, he touched the mic, and now, here we go.
The batter was hit by the pitch. After review, the call is overturned. Boston will retain their challenge.
We appreciate that, Marvin Hudson. I mean, you're right, Will. I mean, Raffy in no way wants to just take his base at first. He's trying to lift off.
He wants to at least be on second base, right? He doesn't want to go to first.
So now, with a run in, a runner at first, here's Abraham Toro. Narvaez on deck, and then, of course, Roman Anthony. 1-0 Red Sox in the first. The pitch is right there. Fastball in the inside corner to Toro, and it's 0-1.
It's a slider from Littell. It's a small breaker. It's almost cutterish, but he throws it a ton.
He sets up on the first base side. The pitch is fouled off on the third base side. What is the thing that is the most effective from Zach Littell?
I would say the split in his four-seamer. He doesn't throw his four-seamer a lot, but when he does, it's up in the zone after all the splits down below the zone.
0-2, the pitch is on the ground into left field, a base hit. Abraham Toro just keeps on doing it. Who is this guy? All he does is hit, and the Red Sox, with a run in, have 2 on with nobody out.
Toro's now hit safely in 19 of 20, his last 23. My goodness, and he swings the bat really well against Tampa Bay in his career.
You know, Will, the thing about him is that the opposite field beckons to him, and has really helped him. Here's Carlos Narvaez. Had a big double before the Toro double, rather the Anthony double last night, as Carlos skies one foul on the first base side out of play. You know, everybody in Boston is so excited about Roman Anthony, and how could he not be? He comes to town, he changes the entire feeling around this team. Well, the stage was set for Roman by a big-time double down the left field line by this man last night. The 0-1 is outside. And like Garrett Whitlock, it is so beautiful when the Red Sox acquire a player from the New York Yankees, and it's sort of like found money. 1-1 to Carlos. 2 on, none out. A run in. The pitch is way outside. I mean, Aaron Boone told us, Will, they knew who Narvaez is. They've got a great catching department there. They got Wells and Escara. They had a surplus, so they acquired a young, really upside minor league pitcher from the Red Sox. But Carlos has just been spectacular. 2-1. A ground ball up the middle into center field, actually backhanded by the second baseman. He throws to second in time. What a ridiculous play that is by the Rays shortstop to throw to second and get Toro. That thing was ticketed for the outfield all the way. There's one away.
I tell you what, Brendan Lau came out of absolute nowhere. That was into center field, as you said. That was on the grass already. He lays out and flips it to Walls there at second for the force out. That had hit written all over it.
Well, here now, Roman Anthony. Mom and Dad not next to the dugout tonight. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch to Roman. Way down and in. A splitter. That's a little respect. And that is ball 1. These Rays play spectacular defense.
Oh, boy, do they. And Taylor Walls leads the MLB in all defensive run saves.
Here's
that
the
tells
1-0. Anthony swings and fouls a pitch at the feet of the catcher. And it is 1-1.
And that's 2 nights in a row you've seen an infielder lay out for a ball that looks like it's got hit written all over it to save a run.
Duran is homered, first and third, 1 out for Roman Anthony. Littell is ready. He throws. Roman swings and fouls it off on the third base side. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. And it is 1-2. I mean, the dude has 3 runs batted in his first 2 games. He's only 1 for 8, but that does not tell the whole story. 1-2. Devers leading at third. The pitch is swung on a chop foul off his back. Devers had a big lead over there at third base. Junior Caminero, as the pitch was thrown, sort of trotted over to try to keep Raffy sort of honest, which opened up a huge hole in the left side. That is not at all what Anthony's thinking about here.
No.
He's thinking about the 502 red Ted Williams seat. 1-2, the pitch is down and in. Splitter, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. A big crowd here at Fenway. Littell, open hips, looks to Narvaez at first. He sets, he throws. Roman swings and misses. He's gone. Great slider. I mean, that was a nasty pitch, and on the strikeout of Anthony, they're 2 away.
Yeah, that's just perfect location, right? He thrown the split. He had showed the fastball up and away from him, and then goes to that slider. Small break, cutter-ish, but it started middle in and just went right under the barrel.
The more you watch this game, the more you understand how great defensive plays change games. And that play from Lau was utterly spectacular. And now 2 down for Trevor Story. The pitch is a strike. No, called a ball, a fastball. A little bit up above the zone, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, I'm curious to how the scouting report shifts on T. Story, just because he is getting the fastballs now.
He launched one onto Lansdowne last night. His 9th home run, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. That was a sinker that was up and into him, a 2-seamer, and it's 1-1. It is all about, for Story, can he get to the fastball? He has for 10 days going. 1-1. The pitch is inside. Good take. Fastball, and it's 2-1. The Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. 2-1. Story waits, first and third. The pitch is driven high into left center field, but it's off the end of the bat. Trevor just missed that one. The Rays left fielder underneath it to make the play, and the inning is over. Sox get a homer from Duran to lead off the inning. We go to the second.
Let's see if we can figure out the
They lead 1-0 on the Duran homer. Mangum, Theis, and Meisner, not exactly murderer's row for the Rays, but this is what they do. As Buehler throws a cutter on the inside corner for strike one. Doug Lane is an absolute hero. Iced coffee in a plastic cup. 0-1 is on the ground into left field, a base hit. So Jake Mangum was actually looked really good in this series
sure
as leadoff knock to begin the second.
Well, Monday, game one, he had 4 hits. And over his last 20 games, he's hitting well over 300, been swinging the bat really well.
So a leadoff knock. And here comes Matt Theis, left-handed hitting catcher, 214, a homer and 9 driven in. Runner goes, pitch is on the ground into right field, a base hit. The old school hit and run comes through for the Rays, and they've got him at first and third with nobody out.
Yeah, not many managers put that on nowadays, but Kevin Cash, the guy who likes to do it, he's got this scrappy group, especially not exactly murderer's row at the end of this lineup, and he will put on a lot of baseball plays like that.
Tell you what, I mean, they are a rival. You want the Red Sox to hammer them. There are not many people in all of baseball that I respect more than Kevin Cash. First and third, nobody out for Cameron Meisner, left-handed hitter. Red Sox will concede the tying run. Sort of at that modified double play depth. The pitch is outside for a fastball, and it's 1-0.
You know, we hit on it a little bit. Buehler's got to find something to attack lefties with. They've been hitting them at about a 320 clip this season.
1-0. The pitch is drilled down the right field line. It's gone if fair, and it is just foul. Wow. Looked outside the pesky pole, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, so far it's been a lot of cutters and curveballs to these lefties, and they've been all over both of them. I have to start mixing that up. We've seen this with Red Sox pitching, is the scouting report they come into the game with, and they stick with it rather than read the swings, read the results, and get off of that track.
First and third, no out. Meyer way in at third. The pitch, swing and a foul back on a sinker, and it is 1-2. I mean, we all understand, Will, that Walker's coming back from surgery and doesn't have the A-plus fastball necessarily, but that doesn't mean it can't still be a great weapon for him.
Totally.
1-2. He'd trade 2 outs for a run. Here's a fastball that misses outside. Actually, a changeup there from Buehler, and it's 2-2.
Well, all we hear about is, well, we want them to throw their best, most effective pitch. Well, this year that's been his sinker. That's the only pitch of his that isn't getting hit hard.
2-2. The pitch is outside. Speed Report is powered by Verizon. Get to your local Verizon store today to check out the latest deals. Taylor Walls is on deck. The Red Sox have just been awful in putting up shutdown innings. Look likely here. Will run in, but now first to third, the 3-2 swing. And a foul back to the screen. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and it stays 3-2.
Yeah, all the sinkers up until that one have been 95, that 96. So that's a really good sign. Once his velocity starts ticking up, that's when he starts being a little more effective.
He is nothing if not his own worst critic, Buehler. 3-2 pitch is ball 4 and missed inside with a sinker. And so now a walk, and with nobody out, the bases are filled with Rays.
Well, at least he went to his best pitch, in my opinion, right there. He did miss by about 2 inches. 96-mile-per-hour fastball in, just missed.
It is his first walk, but now bases are loaded with nobody out for Taylor Walls. 1-0 Red Sox. The pitch is popped up into shallow left field. Duran racing in. He's there to make the play, and that is beautiful for Buehler. One pitch pop out, and the bases stay loaded with 1 down.
Right. Look, I was about to say, look, never has he needed a strikeout more, but you'll take that little shallow liner. Nobody can tag up and move up on that one.
In a lot of ways, that's better.
Yeah, totally. And it's efficient, right?
The guy who recorded the final out of last year's World Series is really fighting it. Buehler, here's the leadoff man low. He swings it, fouls it off on the third base side for strike one. The Rays in the sort of navy royal blue home kit. Rays with a star at the top of a capital R. Gray pants. 0-1 the pitch. There's a chopper on the infield. Story is going to flip to second for one. Over to first, not in time. The Rays will tie the game. Little chopper there. The Red Sox may want to look as to what that slide was at second base. For now, the game is tied on a chopper from Josh Lowe.
Yeah, they're going to want to see if Meisner stayed in contact with the bag, because that's the rule if you're coming in to break up a play. It looks like they're not going to take a look at it. That ball just chopped way too high to give them a chance to turn it. Campbell had made a nice turn. Actually made it a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Red Sox feel like they're developing a little chemistry finally on the middle infield between Trevor and Christian. Now, this is an enormous hitter in Brandon Lowe. First and third, tie game. Runner goes from first, and the throw will not go to second. It goes to third, but not in time, as tracing back to the bag is Theis, the catcher. Marcelo was over there. I like that choice from Narvaez.
I did too. When he came up, pump fake to second base, and then Marcelo broke to the bag, but Theis just got back.
Did you think that pump fake to second induced Theis down the line? Here's a swing and a soft ground ball on the first base side. It's actually Campbell who will glove and throw to first in time for Buehler, who's covering. That you never see. The old 4-1 put out. The right side of the infield is a work in progress for the Red Sox, a run in for the Rays. We go to the bottom of the second.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone with
Marcelo Meyer to lead it off in the bottom of the second inning. We're tied at 1. Red Sox and the Rays. Pitch to Marcelo. Swinging a drive down the right field line. Adios, Marcelo. His first big fly at Fenway. And the Red Sox go ahead 2-1.
You're absolutely unbelievable. We're right about to come back from break, and you go, he's about to hit one to Jupiter.
Yeah.
Florida, maybe. I don't know, but that ball was crushed. You called it. My goodness.
Well,
a couple leadoff homers, huh?
How about Marcelo and Roman? He's got the Wally mask on for the first time here at Fenway. Call it a feeling. I love about the Wally mask, by the way, that almost anybody you put it on, it looks like he's looking sideways. There's a ground ball up the middle. Tough play for the shortstop. He gloves and throws to first. There's a reason Walls is one of the great defenders in the game. That was not easy, as There's one away as Campbell is retired.
So often you see shortstops kind of smooth to the ball. Walls is like a dart to it. Gets to it quick and then gets rid of it even quicker.
Early in the year, Will, you were the guy who predicted things, but I'm on a heater right now. We got to be fair about it. Cedon takes a pitch that is a strike on the outside corner, slider, and it's 0-1.
But if you keep doing it during commercial break, I'm going to stop giving you credit and stop telling the world, and they'll never know.
That's fair.
But you did call that one.
0-1 to Cedon. Swing and a miss at a fastball. And it is 0-2. By the way, Marcelo was the 7th batter, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys. You've been hurt in a car or work accident, got to get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. 0-2. Cedon, 2-1 Sox. The pitch is a little ground ball on the right side. That's going to be extra bases for Cedon. Karem's off the wall. It's up there by Lowe. Throw to second, not in time. Foot first slide. That is just a little magic wand do for Cedon. He goes the other way inside the chalk and a 1-out double.
I mean, how often do we see this from Cedon with 2 strikes? Right? He goes up there early and counts. He takes his shot. He tries to hit one off the sit-go sign. And then 2 strikes, he just throws the head of the bat out there and pops one right over the bag for a double.
You know what, Will? I don't care what the numbers say. Just watching him, the eye test, he is a different hitter these last 2 weeks. Here's Jarren Duran, who began the first inning with a homer. He stands in and drives one high down the left field line. Mangum to his right is there to make the play. And on one pitch, Duran is gone for out number 2. By the way, fresh, delicious, and now on sale mangoes and Hass avocados at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up fresh mangoes or Hass avocados for 79 cents each when you use the digital coupon limit 6. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket, Red Sox radio network. Here's Devers. Pitch is swung on and missed. He is so much more in swing mode right now. That was a splitter that dove beneath the zone, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, he's been chasing a little more than we saw in the first, 40 games or so, but he is very aggressive.
As I said last night, I'm totally good with it as Devers fouls it off. Look out on the third base side, and it's 0-2. I mean, the very best version of Devers is working counts. He's drawing walks, but I like him when he's feeling good, just taking big chances. 0-2 is down in a slider. Ball and 2 strikes.
We've seen him. He's one of the best bad ball hitters in the sport, right? It's just there has been a little more swing and miss here as of late, though.
One extra base hit away from number 500. How about a 4-bagger right here? 1-2 with a run in and 2 down. The pitch is outside. I said it last night, Will. I really believe this. I think the arrival of Roman Anthony is going to elevate Marcelo Meyer.
I think the fact that all 3 of them are together is going to elevate each other as a whole. They're just comfortable around each other.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, a run in. 2-1 Sox in this second inning. The pitch is low. Well, that, to me, Will, right there, that's very impressive from Devers because he starts in attack mode, and then in a 2-strike count, he's very choosy.
Yeah, and I think that's the Alex Bregman effect. Even with him not active right now and on the IL, that's something he preaches.
You're going to see a huge swing here. 3-2 is swung on and fouled on the first base side. He's feeling himself right now. And this is, by the way, the very best version of Rafi Devers. I mean, he's launching balls left and right, 14 homers. 57 runs batted in. Cedon at second. 3-2 pitch is swung on and fouled back. And I think that's the other part, Will, is that when he takes these chances, he's still fouling balls off.
Yeah. You saw it earlier in the year, the fastball up, he couldn't touch. And now there's still at times he's swinging through those pitches, but with 2 strikes, to your point, he's finding a way to get a piece.
Second most RBIs in the American League. 3-2. The pitch is swung on and ripped on the ground to the first baseman, Aranda. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that'll end the inning. However, Marcelo says bye-bye. 2-1 after 2. Red Sox lead on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
At 110 Grill, you'll find modern American cuisine in a trend.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is oppo taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an oppo taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score.
On we go into the third inning as Walker Buehler facing Yandy Diaz throws a slider that misses outside for ball one. Well, this is, in a lot of ways, everything Red Sox fans have been hoping for a long time as the 1-0 to Diaz misses outside. I mean, Anthony last night, the game-winning double down the left field line. It came early, but it stood up. And tonight, Marcelo Meyer with a shot into right field. 2-0 to Yandy Diaz from Walker Buehler. The pitch is in there. I think if Yandy was looking for that pitch, that would have been real trouble, but spins in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. We'll get you caught up on the Subaru of New England scoreboard in a moment. 2-1. Buehler working quickly, swing and a miss. Good sinker. And it's 2-2. Toronto beat St. Louis earlier today, 5-2. Arizona. How about Eugenio Suarez? He's one of the great players in the National League. He homered again. They beat the Mariners 5-2. Former Mariner, 2-2. Buzzes the tower for Yandy Diaz, and it's 3-2. Yankees are in Kansas City. They're scoreless in the first. Judge did it again last night. 3-2. Pitch is lined into center field, but right at Cedon, about 10 feet in front of the track. He's there to make the play, and there's one away.
Yandy's just crushes everything, I feel like. He's third in baseball on hard-hit balls behind Ohtani and Bo Bichette. And you feel like that's the case every single year, especially when he comes here.
Can I tell you, for a long time, I've had a baseball man crush on Yandy Diaz, and I think...
So you're a biceps guy.
He would be awesome in a Red Sox uniform. He really would. He's a lot of things they don't have. As Jonathan Aranda takes a strike on the outside corner, his biceps are the size of my waist. Although...
You're like a 28 waist, right?
I used to be. Too much Chick-fil-A on the plane lately. 0-1 has popped up in his shallow center field. Trevor Story backpedals. He's there to make the play. And they're 2 away. One of my great buddies, Eric Sutcliffe, is with us here in the booth tonight at Fenway Park. A longtime friend from Providence, Rhode Island. We will not mention the fact that he's a Yankees fan, but he loves the game of baseball. Everyone is here.
Everyone has flaws.
That's true. Here's Junior Caminero, 2 down, bases empty. Pitch is a good one. Slider, and it's 0-1. You know, this guy right here to your left, Will, is about the greatest foul ball catcher in the history of humanity. There have been documentaries made about him. The 0-1 pitch is a chopper foul on the third base side.
Maybe we'll get tested today then.
I hope one comes in. He'll be ready. This is a pretty good spot for him. He's caught like hundreds of foul balls.
I love that.
0-2.
Glove or no glove?
No glove.
That a boy.
Top 3, 2-1 Red Sox, 0-2. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on and missed. He got him fastball up and in. And the inning is over. No foul ball there. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-1 Red Sox lead. Shaw's and Star Market.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on
On we go into the bottom of the third inning. Red Sox lead. Zach Littell and the Rays 2-1 as Abraham Toro says. That's a strike on the outside corner. Fastball 92 miles an hour. Toro singled his first time because that is just what he does. He's been phenomenal. He's hitting .330. A pitch misses outside. Well, you've been on all these big league teams. And Casas goes down, rips his knee up, and the Red Sox are wondering, what are we going to do at first base? 1-1 to Toro. The pitch is on the ground, foul outside of first. And, you know, there's so many guys sort of in that ether, that region where you're just trying to find a gig and hope you get an opportunity. This guy's made the most of it.
Yeah, I think he felt like he was playing with house money. He wasn't expecting to get that opportunity.
Here's a swing and a miss at a fastball, and he is gone for out number 1. So, Toro is retired, one away. Subaru of New England Scoreboard. It's going to be a Subaru summer. Find your 2025 Subaru at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And L.A. is hosting the Oaklamento Athletics. They're in the 8th inning in Anaheim, 6-5. How about Cleveland? The Guardians blasted the Reds 11-2 earlier today. Here's Carlos Narvaez. He takes a fastball for strike on the inside corner.
Oaklamento.
Yeah.
I love that.
They don't want you to call them Oakland anymore. They don't want to say Sacramento, which is, to me, a total disgrace. They play in Sacramento. 0-1 is swung on and missed a fastball, and it's 0-2. I mean, if you're going to ask a city to open up their AAA ballpark and host you, call them the Sacramento A's.
So they want just strictly the A's.
They just want them to be the Athletics.
All right, cool.
0-2. Pitch is up and in. We're going Oaklamento all the way.
It's got a ring to it. I played in that stadium before they fixed it up.
Sacramento,
yeah,
River Cats.
The River Cats.
I heard it's a launching pad. 1-2 is on the ground softly to the left side. Walls is so good at shortstop. He backhands and throws to first, and they're 2 away.
You owed me a little tongue-tied or stutter.
He does it with his hands and his backhanded, and he backshanded.
Nice play.
Yeah. And here's Roman Anthony. 2 quick outs.
Any predictions
Littell.
here, Will?
I'll stay quiet, but I've told you. Into the box. He stands and he takes a fastball outside. You're just intimidated by how good I've been of late.
That's probably what it is.
1-0 to Anthony. The pitch is a strike with a splitter, and it's 1-1. Those of you who have listened now for the first 69 games know that meant there's zero intimidation at all. 1-1 the pitch is chopped back to the mound. Littell has it, very calmly gloves, throws to first in time, and Anthony is retired. I do not predict, and the Red Sox go down in order in the fourth. 2-1 Rays after 3 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Finding out that your bank.
Confidence that Trevor's feeling at the plate has carried out onto the infield dirt.
Well, he's always been suave out there on the dirt, right? Like that's been the one thing that hasn't really slumped a lot. He hasn't been as good as far as the metrics go defensively this year, but he's still reliable.
Suavemente. Here's Matt Theis.
Where were we when we were singing that? We were on the road somewhere.
Who knows? They all blend together.
At this point. We're really 69 games in.
Yo quiero sentir tus labios. Theis singled his first time, 2-1 Red Sox in the fourth. Pitch. People think I'm such an idiot. As a fastball misses up and away, it's ball one.
There's a difference in thinking and knowing. You know, there's just...
Right, you know.
But I get it. I'm there with you.
He is so smooth. That doesn't mean I need to sing poorly in Spanish as a fastball swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. One down in the top of the fourth. Sox lead the Rays 2-1. Chance to win a second straight series as a pitch misses outside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. They got Garrett Crochet going in the opener against the New York Yankees. That was a delight last time in New York. The pitch is popped up. Foul side of third, way back and out of play. Max Fried has been awesome. The Yankees get so much credit for what they've done without Garrett Cole. Rodon, and especially Max Fried, they're without Heel as well. But the Red Sox have their ace in Garrett Crochet. And he's been just everything they hoped for. 2-2, the pitch. Way high. Fastball, and it's 3-2. And he also did what you want every Red Sox pitcher to do, and that is bring his absolute best against the Bronx Bombers. 3-2 pitch. Fouled on the third base side. We have not talked about it. I don't want to spend any time on it, but I was proud of what Hunter Dobbins said today. I mean, I cannot believe how big a national story it became. I just love the mentality of Hunter. And even as asked about it, he just said, it's what I know. 3-2, strike three called, fastball, sinker on the inside corner, and they're 2 away.
Well, there's one thing I do know is the national media doesn't like when you say anything negative about the New York Yankees.
That's true.
All you got to do is listen to an ESPN broadcast when the Sox and the Yankees play, and it is basically a Yes Network game. I'll say it.
I love that you lean into that.
I mean, it's true. It's always been that way, though. It's nothing new.
The Yankees are winning. They were in the World Series last year.
It's like Crochet strikes out to his 9th batter. Aaron Judge sure looks good tonight. Like, Jesus.
Here's Cameron Meisner. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. I mean, look, the Yankees for the last 3-4 years have done a better job than the Red Sox. There's no spinning it otherwise. They win 90 games every year. They were in the World Series last year. 0-1 is a strike on the outside corner. But what I loved about that series in New York is it sort of awakened something in the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Yankees have not won a World Series since 2009. In that time, the Red Sox have won a couple. Here's a swing and a miss. Had a changeup, and the inning is over. Meisner is gone. Buehler rolling along. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 Red Sox in the shot. Pitch is way up and in. Homer from Duran to begin the bottom of the 1st, and then Marcelo launched one in the 2nd inning. Trevor just missed one. A ball to left his first time. Ahead 1-0. Littell throws, and Trevor swings and fouls one up. That was timed up right there. Fastball, and it's 1-1.
Like you should have never told me your buddy Eric was a big Yankees fan, because I just forced my World Series ring onto his finger, and it started to spontaneously combust into flames.
It did, and it burned the skin off his middle finger. The 1-1 pitch is up and in. I don't appreciate that at all. I mean, we're trying to bring him into the right way of looking at the world. 2-1 to Trevor Story. Pitch is on the ground. Very hard hit, but Lau, the second baseman's got it. He throws to first in time, and there's one away. 3rd inning was brought to you by Citgo. a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. And by the way, that is my fault. Here, our great friend Joe Braverman is back at the flagship, and I told him with one out, play the bell. He did, and I missed. Here's Marcelo. The pitch to him is line down the left field line foul. Go ahead, Joe. Do it again. That fourth inning bell is brought to you by Russell Hackman and the team at Hackman Wealth Partners, Boston's premier retirement planning specialist. Request your appointment today or learn more at hackmanwealth.com. 01 is downstairs to Marcelo Meyer. By the way, I can't go much longer because he's not going to be awake that much longer without saying happy birthday to my beautiful 7-year-old boy, Bailey Fleming. 1-1 to Marcelo. Littell throws, and Marcelo drives one high and deep. Oh, my! 2 homers for Marcelo. And it is 3-1 Red Sox. That one is for Bailey, and the Red Sox are ahead by 2.
1 for Marcelo, 1 for Bailey Fleming. Happy birthday, kid. Talk about timing. Somebody's feeling good.
I'll tell you what, really, the arrival of Roman has awakened this dude.
I'm telling you, my goodness gracious.
Is the dawn of a new era for the Red Sox?
Well, his first one was 418. This one was 410. See what he's got in store the rest of the night.
Here's Christian Campbell. He takes a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. But my son turned 7 this morning, and we had a great day. Bumper boats, bumper cars, putt-putt.
Oh,
baseball in the backyard. And it's the joy of my life as Christian Campbell takes another strike on the inside corner, 0-2. Eric has known Bailey since he was like 2 weeks old, and he's always really been a special kid, Bailey has. Smart, funny, and most importantly to his dad, he's kind and sweet. He looks people in the eye. He shakes their hands. He knows his way around a room, and I just couldn't love him anymore. 0-2 to Campbell is inside. He took a fastball, and it's 1-2. You find yourself as a father, and you're a dad of 2, Will, sort of taking stock of your life on these birthdays of your young kids. Where are we going? What are we doing? 1-2 to Campbell. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with a splitter, and it's 2 away. And I know you feel this way a lot with Maddie and Kenzie. Like, I have given so much of my life to baseball and all these things that we do together. Your kids tell you in some ways that you're doing a lot of right things, because this kid that I have is just everything I could have ever hoped for in a little human. Here's a line drive into left field. That's a base hit from Cedon Rafaela, and he is red hot. Cedon is, and he's aboard with 2 down.
I say you just keep rolling on Bailey because the Sox like it. They are banging right now. But to your point, and then we'll get back to baseball. It's just, when they're that little, you always question yourself as a father. Am I doing it right? Am I gone too much? I'm working so much. And then they show you, all right, I'm doing something right.
He slammed his brother in the bumper cars today. I was happy with that. Here's Jaron Duran, who homered his first time. 3-1 Red Sox throw to first. This is Marcelo Meyer's night. I mean, 2 homers deep into right field. As Eric shows me a picture, literally on Hope Street in Providence, Rhode Island, when Bailey was in a stroller, literally like 7 weeks old. The pitch to Duran is a little bit low, a splitter, and it's 1-0. It just marks the passage of time to these young ones that we raise. And there's nothing that I love more. I gave him these light foam baseballs, and he's obsessed with the Red Sox. He loves everything about it. 1-0 to Duran, and that's a fastball in the inside corner. And that's why I fell in love with baseball, Will, is because my dad told me about Jack Buck and the St. Louis Cardinals and Ozzie Smith and Willie McGee and Vince Coleman, all of those guys. And it fills my heart in a way that I never knew possible, that he loves this Red Sox team so much. 1-1 to Duran. The pitch as Cedon runs, no chance. They throw to second, and Rafaela has an easy steal. It's almost like a half pitch out, and Duran swung and missed at a fastball up and away, and it's 1-2. I mean, every morning when we wake up, both Bailey and Charlie say, did the Red Sox win, and who hit homers?
My girls always say, did the Red Sox win, and did the Yankees lose?
See, that's better parenting than me. 1-2. Duran waits. A run in on another Meyer homer. Here's the pitch. And it is outside. We were in the elevator in Houston last year, and Bailey's gotten into the Yankee hatred thing.
Yeah.
And I told him, as Garrett Whitlock came on the hotel elevator with us, I said, you know, he used to play for the Yankees, and Garrett, one of the great guys of all time. Bailey looked up at him and goes, you know, the Yankees really, really stink. The 2-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen. And Garrett, of course, the captain of the Jimmy Fund, lost his mind laughing. But anyway, I just feel so lucky to be his dad, so blessed to have him in the world, and 7 years old, one of the great Red Sox fans on all of this earth.
Start them young, baby.
That's it. Two balls, two strikes to Duran. Run in, 3-1 Red Sox. Cedon leads at second with 2 down in this 4th inning. Here's the pitch, and Jaron swings and misses. He is gone. A slider, and the inning is over. Duran looks hurt. He's sort of wincing and favoring his left leg. You worry about that a little bit.
Great moments in baseball have been
much more quickly here.
Yeah, it does look that way, right? It's nice going out there and having a lead also, right? It's 3-1. Red Sox offense just keeps on doing it. I've already got 6 balls hit over 100 miles an hour off the bat.
Well, the kids have come to play, haven't they?
You were hoping this is what would happen, right?
1-1 to Walls. Pitch. That's a cutter. It misses inside. The New England Chevy dealers, Joe Braverman, question of the day, Together We Drive. Has a lot to do with the future for these Red Sox, who's been so impressive as Walls. Takes a strike, good sinker, and it's 2-2. Whose recent good performances have been the most encouraging to see? As a high fly into center field, sinking in, and Cedon cannot get it off the end of the bat. Walls dumps a changeup in, and a leadoff hit for the Rays in the top of the 5th. You got a lot of choices: Giolito, Toro, Bayo, and Story.
Oh, it's so easy to lean pitching, but I got to go Story.
I think big picture, that is so significant.
I mean, they're, putting themselves in position to just outscore guys.
Josh Lowe, and he fouls a fastball off on the third base side. Third inning was brought to you by Citgo, a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. I like it when we fight. I'm going to go pitching. 0-1. Throw to first. They almost got him. Walls dives back in.
Happy marriage.
But, I mean, don't you think, though? I mean, yes, there's no question the Red Sox, to be what they want to be, Story's got to be awesome.
Yeah.
And he's been really good. However, you need starting pitching every day.
Ever.
Here's the 0-1, and it's a back-pick throw from Narvaez. A ball missed outside. And it's 1-1 to Lowe. And so I think in a lot of ways, Will, I think Bayo is the most important and impressive the last 2 times.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. I think some could be more right than others, but they're all right answers.
You're absurd. The 1-1 pitch, runner goes, is lined down the left field line, foul and out of play. Offensively, there's no doubt that Story is the most important hitter of late.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If 1 or 2 guys are struggling in the lineup, you can get away with it. But if a starting pitcher keeps going up there and giving up 4 runs in the first 2 innings, you're not going to be in a position to win many games.
1-2 to Josh Lowe. Leadoff man aboard here. 3-1 Sox in the 5th. Buehler throws. And a check swing. Strike 3 called. Fastball on the outside corner. That is good stuff from Buehler. And a big first out.
Say what? Ever since the first inning, second inning, Buehler has gone heavy fastball, both 2-seam, 4-seam, and cutter, and it looks good. The velo's up. He's hitting his spots. It's a really good sign.
Well, you've been calling for that for all these Red Sox pitchers. Here's Brandon Lau, always scary. He's the tying run, 3-1 Sox in the 5th. Throw to first. League leaders in who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining. Drainsbyjames.com. They give a poop about your pipes. Lau is doubled and grounded to second. He tries to check his swing. It doesn't matter anyway. A fastball on the outside corner for strike 1.
Love a good sword on a fastball in the zone. Which tells me he's looking off speed.
You're a pitching ninja guy, huh?
Yeah, Rob Friedman.
He does such a great job. 0-1. Runner goes. The pitch is way outside. Narvaez's throw is going to meet him at the bag. See ya. He guns him down. Beautiful from Carlos Narvaez. And they're 2 away.
Tell you what, it looked like a pitch out, didn't it? I think it was one of those, it's not a full pitch out. It's just a fastball up and away because you have a good feeling they're going. Just a perfect, Carlos was set up and asking for it up and away. Buehler put it right in his chest. Nice catch and throw.
That's such a great job by Ramon Vasquez and Kyle Hudson and Alex Cora and Jason Varitek. They guessed right. 1-1 to Lau. So now he's not the tying run. The pitch is a little cue shot that's going to beat the defense. A swinging bunt on the third base line.
Come on.
That's going to be an infield hit for Lau.
Well, I saw something there with Narvaez that he's going to have to be careful with because before that pitch, he looked over at Toro, didn't like where he was lined up, and told him to go closer to the line. And that tells you off-speed's coming. And that was a slider right there. Now, he was out ahead of it. That's a cue ball into no man's land in front of third base. But teams pick up on things like that.
Yandy Diaz is the batter. The pitch to him is a strike. So you're a big league hitter. You're saying that Lau thinks, all right, he's getting him off the line. Something soft is coming.
Yeah, but a lefty hitter also can't see the first baseman, so you're okay with it unless the dugout's relaying something.
0-1 pitch. Inside, did it hit him? Almost. Did not, and it's 1-1.
And that's never going to be a problem if you don't do it all the time. Every once in a while, they're not going to be ready to relay, hey, off-speed's coming.
Of course, the Red Sox got into a little bit of that with the Angels a week ago. 1-1 the pitch. High fly down the right field line. This is trouble if fair. Back on it is the right fielder, Anthony, and it's gone. A home run for Yandy Diaz, and the game is tied at 3. Wow. Opposite field blast. And we got a new ball game with 2 down in the 5th.
That just kept carrying out of here. It was a fastball at the very top of the zone, 94 miles an hour. Possibly a ball above the zone. Yandy just goes up and gets it.
I really believe that Yandy Diaz is one of the underrated, really great players in the game.
Yeah, he can hit.
Buehler allows a 2-run homer. And on a night that had so much good vibes, now we're tied. That was up and away from him, but those biceps come into play. He really didn't get that ball. He almost missed it as a Ronda swings and misses at a slider, and it's 0-1.
Well, tell the tape, 386, 103.4 off the bat. So he did hit it hard, but that's a little bit of a Fenway homer.
0-1. Down and in with a slider. Buehler is his own worst critic.
I'll take that back. That's a homer in 30 of 30 ballparks.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
Yeah, that was further away from the line than I thought.
Way off the pole, exactly. And once it goes out of that jutted out corner, to get it out there is a real big fly. The pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1 to Aranda. So now Buehler this season has allowed 11 home runs in 11 starts. That's too many. 2-1, tie game. Pitch. Chopper foul on the first base side.
He's been rolling right along, settling in. It's funny how one pitch can change that. First, a little nubber from Lau for the infield single, and then that.
Well, that's where baseball's stupid, right? He makes a great pitch, and then a swinging bunt that totally beats the defense. 2-2 to Aranda. Base is clear. 2 in for the Rays. And Jonathan Aranda calls for time. And the Subaru of New England scoreboard, it's going to be a Subaru summer. Find your 25 Subaru at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fastball. And the inning comes to an end, but not before Yandy Diaz ties it with a 2-run opposite field homer. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-3 the score. And this ball game has been hit by a pitch and grounded out to first. And here he takes a fastball outside for ball 2. Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, Eric Sutcliffe, Doug Lane, Joe Braverman. 2-0. Devers takes inside.
Any relation to Rick? No.
I tell you what, Will, this Red Sox team has had a couple of big flies from Marcelo Meyer. I think Raffy's looking to hit here. The pitch is a strike at the bottom of the zone. That was a slider, and it's 3-1.
I love Sut. I don't know if I can take him, but we're going to find out.
We're going to find out. 3-1. Tie game in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch is a strike. Well, Raffy was taking there. Fastball. That's 93. Little cat and mouse. And it's 3-2. I love Rick Sutcliffe. And he's so emblematic of what makes this game great, the 3-2. Swing and a miss, he struck him. I mean, that's a slider right there. That was not a great at-bat at all from Devers. He's gone.
And I can maybe count on one hand the time I've seen breaking balls in the zone to Raffy Devers, and he swing through it. Those are pitches he normally puts into orbit.
Yeah. You wonder whether his sort of swing-first idea is not the right approach of late. Here's Abraham Toro, one down. The pitch is down and in. And by that I mean, you know, what makes this game so fun to work in is the people who've played it and seen it forever. And it's just driven by characters and personalities. The 1-0 to Toro. Up and outside, ball 2. Gets me a little choked up. So does the green bean I just had.
Is that the penny a la vodka over there getting you?
Nope, definitely the green beans. 2-0 to Toro. The pitch is driven high and deep into center field. It is gone! Toro says adios, and the Red Sox lead it 4-3.
He just keeps going, doesn't he? My goodness, that's a big boy homer right there. Dead center. Put a bolt into this one. 106 off the bat, 408 feet. Fastball middle away. See you later.
Well, they just keep hitting and hitting and hitting. This offense is rolling, and Toro has been awesome. He got the Wally mask, and then he got a Dasani water shower as Carlos Narvaez takes a pitch outside for ball 1. I mean, that ball was absolutely just destroyed.
Well, it's a good read by you, because when he hit it, you automatically started it going in your home run call.
Well, yeah, I've done this a time or two as Narvaez pops it up back of home plate. It's actually onto the infield in front of the mound. It's a collision between 3 Rays. The shortstop Walls, in the end, makes the play, colliding with Caminero, and they're 2 down.
Well, it's an and 1. Count the basket. Caminero definitely fouled him with the body there. As he pushed him down, and he still caught it. It's a heck of a play by Walls to stick with it in a tough sky.
And here's Roman. That was unbelievable. Good play by Walls. He's just such a great glove man.
So you can call a guy off,
pitch,
or you can literally push him to the ground.
Roman is outside, ball 1. I wouldn't have wanted to collide with you on the infield. You played with a lot of different shortstops to your left. 1-0 to Roman. Pitch is grounded on the first base side. It's handled there by Aranda. He steps on the bag, and the inning is over. However, Toro dice adios. Solo.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some.
Side backhanded by Story. He leaps, he throws to first. No way! He got him at first. Story, brilliant defense, and there's one away.
Oh my, I'm thinking off the bat, he doesn't even get to this. He gets to it on his feet and then goes into the jump throw deep in the 6 hole. Shallow left field, one hopper to Toro for the out. My goodness.
Am I allowed to borrow your phrase, Will?
Well, depends on which one it is.
He's feeling sexy defensively.
Yes, he is.
One down. Here's Jake Mangum. The pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner. Red Sox baseball brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Hurry in for your last chance to get employee pricing for all during the Great American Sales Event. I wonder what you were most worried there that I would borrow. The 0-1 with Myron at third is a soft ground ball on the first base side. Toro gloves. He will flip to the covering Buehler, who picks it with a bare hand, and they're 2 away.
No glove needed. Oh, my goodness. That made me a little nervous, right? It's one of those awkward plays where the first baseman has to come in near the baseline to make the catch. Great job by both those guys.
You know, that play's been a problem for the Red Sox as Theis comes on with 2 down, the base is empty. Those balls to the right of the first baseman with the pitcher covering.
Been a little sketchy.
That was lovely, though.
Yeah, that was great.
4-3, 2 down. Time called by Theis. If you want to win free groceries for a year and prizes like $500 in Shaw's gift cards, or maybe make your kid an honorary Bat Kid, into the Shaw's and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweeps. Spend $50, get your code, and enter. Here's Theis. That is a strike on the inside corner. 4-3 Red Sox. It's that twilight time. The Sitgo sign has been turned on. Fastball misses away.
So have I. They keep hitting all these homers.
I need to start choking on more green beans. Home runs follow. I talk about my son. I choke on veggies and balls leave the yard. 1-1 is swung on and missed. This is a lot like Giolito and Bayo, Will. I think Buehler's turning it on.
Adjustments are being made, right? And then these guys, Giolito, Buehler, these guys coming up in their second year after surgery, and sometimes it just takes a little time.
1-2 is high, and isn't it the case that they're just throwing more fastballs?
It's amazing. It's still hard to hit a well-executed fastball. I don't care the velocity.
4-3 Red Sox. Base is empty, 2 down. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Cutter in under the hands, and Buehler is rolling along. We'll see if that's it for him. He's dialed in. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning for the Red Sox.
Let's see if we can figure out the following.
And it's actually right on the ledge. Doug's got to get his claw. It's right beneath
You need to
us.
climb out there?
Yeah, go ahead. Eric will do it. The foul ball man. The 0-1 is outside. I mean, I'm telling you, Eric Sutcliffe to my right has caught more foul balls in minor league baseball stadiums than any human of all time. There's been a documentary film made about it, and he's about to get Trevor Story's foul ball right here. 1-1 is driven high and deep into center field, but it'll hang up just in front of the warning track for out number 1. Doug's got the claw.
Do you use that in ponds for your golf balls, Doug?
Too big for golf balls. Can you get it, Doug? You got to really reach out there.
Where is
it? It's right underneath us, like right
here,
underneath.
Doug, give it to me.
This
I got these Go-Go Gadget arms. Let me see it. It's right down
it
here.
It is right in front of us.
You won't let me do it. You want to be the star of the show.
He does. He's bent over the lookout.
Oh, you're in trouble here,
Here's
Doug.
Marcelo, the chance to a 3-run homer. He gets the baseball. Look at that. I mean, what do you think? Does Trevor have a red bat?
He does, but that might have hit the banner up there.
Interesting.
Above us.
Eric Sutcliffe gets that baseball. He's been kind enough to hang with us. It is Bailey's birthday. He might get that, too. That's pretty good. I might even get Trevor to sign it. Here's Marcelo with a chance at a 3-run homer. It's 0-2 as a slider on the inside corner. 4-3 Red Sox. Littell is ready. The pitch. Marcelo takes a fastball up and away. Did you have a 3-homer game in your career, Will?
I did in Toronto in 2013.
Did you get the first 2 quick?
I got, let's see, first at bat, third at bat.
1-2, the pitch to Marcelo, swinging a drive down the left field line. Of course, then you come up for the 3rd time or the 4th time. Aren't you thinking about it?
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about it, but I was seeing a beach ball that day. The third one that day was actually off Dave Bush, who was the pitching coach
Red
here.
Sox pitching coach.
Yeah.
1-2 to Marcelo. 4-3, the Sox lead. Here's the pitch. And it is swung on and missed. He got him with a great splitter, did Littell. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EI and the Red Sox. Do you think Trevor would sign it right in the red for Bailey on his birthday?
I bet he would.
I know you're friends with Trevor. You have been for some time as Christian Campbell stands in. The pitch is lined into right field. That's a base hit. It could be 2. It's headed for the corner. Christian's going to round first. He heads to second. He's in with a belly flopping dive. Christian Campbell, don't look now. He's heating up an opposite field 2-out double in this 6th inning.
He's been aggressive, right? And they keep attacking him with those sinkers in. That was inner third and elevated. It's that pitch we've been saying he should lay off of. It does jam him, but he still hits it hard. He has so much bat speed and strength. He drives this over the first baseman for a double.
There's Kyle Snyder to pay a visit to Littell before Cedon, who's had a very good night. Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. They're here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. Will, you're friendly with Trevor. It's been a tough slog for him. There's nobody who's easier to root for on this entire roster, given the personality, the kindness, the mindset, than Trevor Story.
In total transparency, I talked to him a good amount through the month of May in which things were going really awful for him. And he was just the same guy every single day because he understands what leadership is in this clubhouse and what they need from him. And if they see him down, it's not going to be a good thing.
Well, he so desperately wants to lead. And he knows that if you're not healthy and you're not producing, then it's hard to be that guy.
Well, when Bregman went down, he knew, all right, I got to be the guy. Yeah.
Here's Cedon. He's been really good. He's doubled and singled. The pitch to him is swung on and missed. Swing mode there for Cedon. By the way, when you want to talk, your microphone does need to be on. Green is on, red is off.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to talk. You made me.
4-3 Red Sox. Campbell at second with 2 down. Cedon has been totally locked in. The pitch is high with a fastball. He was in swing mode there. Pitch 1. I think, Will, it's really encouraging that he takes that 0-1 because so often in an 0-1 hole he is ready to roll. And he swings at balls. Now it's 1-1. Pitch is a great take again. Slider, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, these 4 home runs today have been pretty impressive. And this is against Zach Littell, who's thrown the ball really well for the Rays. He allowed 3 runs or fewer in 10 starts in a row.
I'm telling you, I think loud contact is coming one way or another right here for Cedon. 2-1. Campbell at second. The pitch is way outside, a splitter. Almost acted like a slider, and it's 3-1. So now, Duran is on deck. You got bullpen action, the lefty. This is Littell's last hitter. Is he going to challenge Rafaela here?
I don't know if he gives in, honestly.
3-1. The pitch is a ball, but called a strike. Actually, it was on the inside corner. I beg your pardon. That was a slider right there on the black, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, now you're really in the head of the hitter, right?
Yep.
In hitters counts, you get off speed, and you're thinking, man, he's got to go to it again. You got to make sure you're still on time.
3-2. The pitch is swung on a line to the left field, but it hangs up a little bit. And Mangum is there to make the play. Cedon, though, does put it in play off the end of the bat. We go to the 7th inning. 4-3 Red Sox lead on the Shaws. And
the future of baseball takes the field at the 2025
out of hope and necessity as the Red Sox lead 4-3. Looks like a left-hander's up in the bullpen. That likely is Justin Wilson as a curveball from Buehler is strike 1 to Cameron Meisner. He's the 8-hole hitter. I find it hard to believe that the Red Sox would let Buehler face this lineup a 4th time. 0-1 is a foul ball off the hands of Meisner. It's 0-2.
Yeah, but think Wilson's going to be ready there for Josh Lowe at the top of this. We'll see.
0-2, 4-3 Sox. Buehler at the belt throws. And a fastball swung on and missed. Actually, a slider. He is gone. That was nasty from Buehler. And there's one away.
It's almost like he knows he's coming to the end of his rope, and he's like, you know what? Let me try to get real nasty right here. Maybe they'll give me a couple extra. Let me finish this inning.
His 7th strikeout. You know, this is a guy who, in his heyday, was one of the great young pitchers in the game. And you think about Chris Sale and even Crochet and so many great starters can feel the finish line as a sinker is swung on and missed by Walls. That's strike 1. Don't you think that's true?
Oh,
they empty the tank late.
They can. I mean, look, Walker, his 2nd time through the lineup, 6.88 ERA.
0-1 is a check swing. Fastball misses high. Herb Chambers' batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Bentley, Boston, Lamborghini Boston, and Rolls-Royce Motor Cars of New England. In other words, the Middlebrook Steelers. 1-1. The pitch is outside. A changeup that missed. 2-1.
So I was saying before you interrupted me, I know you got to pay the bills. I get it. Second time through the lineup, 6.88 ERA, but the third time through for Buehler, 3.97.
Yeah.
That's interesting when he settles in.
2-1. Line foul. Not a play?
That's interesting. But he's a guy, too. He only gets that third time through if he's settled in and he is throwing the ball well.
Well, and he's so savvy, right? I mean, he's got so many chronicles in his own brain about how to face a lineup a third and fourth time. He really is a unicorn in that way. 2-2 with one down. 4-3 Sox. The pitch is high in the air to shallow right field. Back goes Toro. Now Christian Campbell calling everybody off. He's there to make the play 2 down. And to your point, Will, Buehler has earned himself the leadoff man low.
Yeah, I don't know if he's missed a spot yet here in the seventh. I'm with Cora. He kind of flips the ball towards the dugout. He wants a new ball, but he kind of flipped it towards Cora like, stay over there.
In a minute, we're going to make you useful. You're going to read that spot from about the Nissan postgame shows. Buehler's ready to face Josh Lowe. 4-3 Red Sox. The pitch is outside. I don't know if you have your glasses or what, but will you tell us about the Nissan postgame show, please?
Talking to me?
Yes.
Can't read. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Nissan is here to help you save this summer with lower MSRPs on. See what happens, Will? I'm trying to read, and baseball's happening. The possibilities are endless. Visit your local dealer today.
Texas high schools are so proud.
Well, it was too late. There was a pitch coming.
Come on, man.
Come on.
2 down.
You show up at 6:30 and you're making me do your job.
Shut up. The 1-1 pitch is a ball inside. I'm sorry, I spent time with my son on his birthday.
He'll have more. I haven't seen my kids in a month.
I mean, he's my son, so who knows? 4-3 Red Sox in the top of the seventh. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch is fouled back, a sinker, and it's 2-2. Your kids are what, 6 and 5?
That is correct. 6.5, Maddie will tell you.
Mm-hmm. I love Maddie. I've known her for a little bit now, but she really cracked me up when I met her in New York. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is low. They went to the Bluey show.
Oh, yeah. Or it's the Bluey house. They
whatever it is.
Duplicated the house.
They did?
Yeah, it's like exactly
Bingo.
like the show. Bingo, yeah.
She said, you know what's cool is just like in Bluey, I look like Dad and Kenzie looks like Mom. 3-2. Buehler's ready at the belt. He throws, and a high fly foul out of play on the third base side. Will, did you ever find yourself when your team was hitting, putting your arms on that padded rail on the first base side, looking out to that sit-go sign and say, how lucky could I possibly be?
The best is when your team's hitting and you watch someone just smoke a ball. That's the best vantage point from that dugout, watching that.
Love to see it someday. 3-2 is ripped into right field. This is trouble if fair. It's toward the pesky pole, and it is just foul and short of it. And it'll stay 3-2. You know, I think we should broadcast a game from the dugout sometime.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll love that. It's such a big dugout. Renovated. Definitely wasn't built, 112, 13 years ago.
Maybe the Monsters sometime. Doug can set that up for us. We got to make that happen. 3-2, 4-3 Red Sox. Buehler trying to get through 7 innings. He sets. He throws. And a swing and a line drive down the right field line. Foul again. I think no matter what, this is going to be Buehler's last hitter. He's thrown now 95 pitches. And this is one of those moments that has so defined his career. I mean, this is the last gasp of a starter. 1-run lead, 3-2. The pitch is grounded foul. Cutter in on the hands. You seem to think he could get him with a changeup here.
I do. He's been out ahead of the fastball. He's pulling the cutter. Everything's been into him. I know that's the book, right? You don't want him to get extended. But he is getting ahead of the bat out there right now.
4-3 Red Sox. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch. Swinging a grounder to first. Toro has it off the belt buckle. He gathers. He runs to the bag in time. And the inning is over. That is a wonderful job by Walker Buehler. He goes 7. He's got the lead.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the
50 a game.
Is outside. But I'm just saying, it's time for you to do it here. I mean, just pull your weight a little bit.
You know what? Number one, I don't get paid for that.
Well, you can.
Eventually, we'll see.
One to Duran. Pitch to him is a foul on the left field side.
Look out in the stands.
But I mean, that was awesome. It's like you've been doing this your whole life.
I mean,
it makes me want to get Glassman right now, although I don't really want to get injured.
I'm about to say, well, heads up on the foul balls then.
No kidding. 1-2 to Duran. He launched a homer. That was a big boy, big fly in the first inning. And actually good to see him feeling okay. He was sort of hobbled a little bit earlier in the game.
Yeah, it was almost like his right ankle, like he rolled it over on that swing.
1-2 leading off the seventh against Montgomery, the lefty. Pitch is lashed foul on the third base side. That is always an encouraging sign from Duran. Mason Montgomery is the lefty. Anyway, I'm just saying that was pro radio stuff that you just did.
Reading at its finest. 7-7.
1-2 is high and away. Fastball. 100. Are you kidding me?
What?
Who
this? Who this?
100 from the left side.
He averages 99.
Sure.
Four-seamer and a slider. The slider averages 90. Get that foot down. Pay the light bill.
2-2 pitch is fouled off. I mean, Duran's had good swings against him. Duran, Devers, and Toro, the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Maserati of Boston, Millbury, and Warwick.
Thought it was Warwick.
By the natives, it is. 2-2. Pitch is swung on a miss. He got him. That was a slider that sort of stayed up at the top of the zone, and Montgomery retires Duran. And there's one away.
Yeah, this guy's fastball actually does get hit. 347 batting average against, but the slider 167. Obviously, guys are gearing up for the Hyundai.
Joe Braverman is bothering us again with the results of our New England Chevy dealers question of the night. At Sox booth, pitch to Devers, swing and a miss. He is, I would bet you, in the last 5 days, he's swung at more first pitches than the whole year. That was 100, and it's 0-1. His recent good performances have you been most encouraged by as Devers takes a ball, slider, and it's 1-1. The results, Story, 53%, then Bayo, Toro, and Giolito. I can totally understand that.
Yeah.
Trevor's so important to everything this team's trying to do.
Especially with Bregman down.
Yeah. 1-1. Pitch is a little comebacker to the mound. Montgomery gloves, spins, and throws to first. They're two-way. I want to follow up what you said earlier. That Trevor really, you think, once Bregman went down, really felt even more onus to kind of take over the clubhouse.
Yeah, and it's not like Bregman disappeared. He's still here. He was in New York. He's, especially for the home games right now, he's around. But it's one of those things. He knows how important the right-handed bat is in the middle of that lineup. So when he's going and Bregman's not there, this team's playing a lot better baseball.
Here's Abraham Toro, who takes a strike on the outside corner.
Got to break up the lefties, Those have been the guys swinging it.
0-1, 4-3 Red Sox. 2 down, bottom 7. Pitch is a little bit high, a slider, and it's 1-1. So right now, the Red Sox have almost their best defensive alignment. You got Meyer at third base. Here's the 1-1, and it's on the ground hard to short. Walls is awesome. He gloves, throws to first in time. He is a human vacuum cleaner, is Taylor Walls. The inning is over. We go to the 8th inning. Red Sox 4, Rays 3.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang.
Walk up in the spot, they be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Walk up in the spot, they be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Red Sox Radio Network.
From a WEEI studio.
Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, Doug Lane here, Joe Braverman there, Eric Sutcliffe alongside for the ball game. The Red Sox having fun, leading 4-3. Tense moment here for Wilson. Pitch is down and in to the left-handed hitting Brandon Lau. By the way, I think that's Greg Weissert warming in the bullpen.
Beat me to it. I think he's going to be ready for Caminero.
He's due up 4th in this inning. Yandy Diaz on deck. The pitch is outside. You got Lau, Diaz, Aranda, and Caminero. Do you think it is a possible signal that they might stay away from Chapman tonight, too?
Possibly.
You got the off day tomorrow. 2-0. The pitch is a beauty. Strike on the outside corner.
Although Chapman does have his jacket off, he has been down there moving around a bit. But I haven't seen the towel drills that he normally goes to here in the 8th inning.
He's on the far right side of the Red Sox bullpen. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Really good cutter. And it's 2-2. I mean, in a perfect world, you'd like to stay away from him. But in a one-run game, division rival, off day before the Yankees, I think they really will use Chapman tonight. I do. 2-2.
Also, well, I mean, Weissert's throwing a ton.
He has. Lau is doubled, singled, and grounded out. Pitch is fouled back to the screen. This guy always terrifies me. A guy who, before every game, acts like your kids and my kids, and he has these little applesauce packets to juice him up before the game. Brandon Lau, Maryland Terrapin. who has owned the Red Sox. The 2-2 is just low.
That's a strike.
Slider called a ball, and it's into.
That caught the corner. Right at the bottom of the zone.
Yep. If you challenge that, which we need, the hitter is gone. 3-2. The pitch is fouled back to the screen. I really don't want to lean on the umpires too much, but we need the challenge system.
Yeah.
We just do.
Yeah. And look, there's a human aspect. I get it. Pitchers are nastier than ever. It's a tough job, but it is your job.
3-2. Wilson on the third base side of the rubber. He throws. And a swing and a pop-up into left field. Duran's got plenty of room in front of the warning track. He's there. He makes the play. And there's one down.
That's a big out. As you said, Brandon Lau has been so good, especially late in games against the Red Sox in his career.
So is this dude, Yandy Diaz. 4-3 Red Sox. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. One down. Here's Yandy. Homered his last time. Tied the game then. Chance to do it here. The pitch is a ground ball that beats the defense. Into right field. That's a base hit. Hamilton is in for Campbell. He was way shaded up the middle. And nothing you can do there. A one-out hit for Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz is very pull on the ground, especially before 2 strikes. That's why Hamilton was shaded up the middle and no one there to get to that grounder.
Now, Jonathan Aranda, a go-ahead run. Nissan is here to help you save this summer with lower MSRPs on Rogue and Pathfinders. Possibilities are endless. Visit your local dealer today. And they're going to now pinch hit for Diaz with Caballero. That's real trouble. Pinch run, I should say. Because this guy's been auto steal, and he's a burner.
He still leads the AL in stolen bases. He led the AL in stolen bases in all of last season. He gets out there. He makes you uncomfortable. We saw it with Giolito yesterday.
So he's the tying run at first base. Now Aranda, the lefty, against Justin Wilson. Caballero's on deck. Pitch, swing, and a foul out of the mitt of Narvaez.
So what I love, Justin Wilson has the ability to go to a quick slide step. Not a lot of guys in the Red Sox bullpen have that in their bag of tricks. Justin Wilson, normally with that high leg kick to go to home plate to get a little extra velocity, can be really quick with that slide step.
13-year big leaguer. 0-1. Caballero leads. Not going the pitch. He is a strike. Perfect pitch. Fastball in the outside corner. It's 0-2. Story is basically right behind the second base bag. The second baseman, Hamilton, way over in the hole, almost on the outfield grass. And Marcelo deep in the shortstop hole.
Love a fastball up and away right here.
0-2. Steps off. You know, I agree with you, Will. And
he actually put a violation. But
wow, on Wilson.
He called that as he stepped off, though. That was really close to just being a disengagement. Alex Cora arguing that a little bit, but not coming out of the dugout.
So now it's 1-2. 1 on, 1 out. 4-3 Sox in the 8th. Wilson is ready. Caballero leads. The pitch is up and in. Did that hit him? Are you kidding me? It did. Aranda's saying it hit him on the right hand. The Red Sox want to really look at this. Real time, I didn't think it got him, Will, but the Red Sox will check with the room, and it did.
No way.
Wow.
Must have just grazed his finger. He was shaking his hand.
I mean, that would have been Academy Award winning, and now that'll do it for Wilson. That is such a bad break. I mean, it got him on the right pinky by a millimeter. So now the tying run at second, go-ahead run at first, and they'll go to Greg Weissert to face Caminero. Red Sox 4, Rays 3. It wouldn't be a night in 25 without stress and drama in the late innings for these Red Sox. Weissert coming on after this on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
All the big hits.
really careful here.
Yeah.
This is a great hitter at the plate, but he's quite liable to take off from second.
Yeah, and look, Aranda's not a burner, so if they try for the double still, that throw is going to be going through to second base.
Here is Caminero, 2 on, 1 out. He's dancing around as Caballero, and a fake throw by Weissert. Hamilton, not all that close to the bag. There was nothing on there, but Craig just wants to say, hey, I'm paying attention. In the stretch, he sets, the runner goes, the pitch is inside, throw to third, in time! They got him! What a play by Narvaez and Marcelo to race over to the bag. You try it, you get burned, and they're 2 away.
I mean, this is unreal. It was a pitch up and in to Caminero, and Caballero got a massive jump. He had a huge walking lead. He was 15 feet off the bag. What a catch and release, and then a great tag by Marcelo.
Aranda stayed put at first base. I mean, that's just awesome right there on both sides. 1-0. And by the way, you know there that Weissert was quick to the plate. 1-0. Pitch is low. Fastball. I mean, Carlos Narvaez, what can you say? He's just been phenomenal. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 on, 2 out, 1 run. Red Sox lead in this top of the 8th inning. The pitch is strike. Fastball top of the zone. Wow. This cannot be right. It just can't. Because they say the pop time for Narvaez is 1.48. There's no way that's right, is it?
I don't know.
2-1. The pitch is fouled. I mean,
it was quick. It was very. I mean, you saw the secondary lead, the big jump that Caballero had, and with that speed, and it wasn't exactly a close play either.
Well, 1.48 is alien.
That's silly.
Come on, that is spectacular.
We're going to have to find out if that's...
They say it's his 4th fastest of the year, which is unreal on its own. 2-2. Others are sort of back-picking throws. 2-2 is low. Now, it's a shorter throw to third. You get that, right? I mean, you come up throwing it. That's part of it, of course. But still, that's outrageous. That's outrageous.
Oh, and by the way, it was perfect. Marcelo didn't have to move his glove. It hit his glove, and Caballero ran into the tag.
Another thank you to the Yankees for giving the Red Sox a really good player. 3-2, runner at first. Weissert is ready, another former Yankee. He misses inside with a fastball. Well, that is ball 4. So Caminero is aboard. Chapman is throwing. And now you got Mangum up. The Red Sox have not asked Chapman to get more than 3 outs, and they will not do that here either. Maybe one time this season. And Andrew Bailey is coming on to the mound. The updated box score is brought to you by the Mass State Lottery. Let's make it the best night ever. Grab your friends, pick your numbers, and celebrate the night with Keno and the Mass State Lottery. Got to be 18 years or older to play. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Rays. Been a really fun game to watch. Buehler, excellent. 2 homers for Marcelo Meyer, 1 for Toro. Trying to make that hold up, and a big, big spot here for Greg Weissert.
Yeah, you're right. Aroldis has only gotten at the most 3 outs in an outing this year.
Yeah. They just don't want him to do it. I think
his numbers in the past. Well, his numbers in the past aren't great.
If
doing
they
it,
get there, they might think about it. But why now?
Yeah.
All right, 2 on, 2 out. Here's Mangum, who's looked very good in this series. He's 1 for 3. Weissert is ready. He throws, and a slider foul on the first base side. Look out!
Cuidado.
He got scared on the first base side. Do not hit Garrett Crochet.
No.
He's got the baseball Friday against the New York Yankees. They'll be here after the off day tomorrow. I don't think he'll double up on that slider after that. 0-1. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first for the Rays. 4-3 Boston in the 8th. Weissert is ready. Looks to second. He throws, and a slider fouled off. He did go back to it, and it's 0-2. It's really good to center Houck, by the way, in the first base dugout. He's progressing nicely. About to throw a live BP and some bullpens for the Sox. Standing next to Giolito and Crochet. I love how the pitchers are the only guys wearing blue tops in the dugout.
It's their thing, right? What are we wearing tonight, fellas?
Let's be together. 0-2. Big pitch for Weissert. He sets. He throws. Slider low. Outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, look, if you're going to get beat here, you want to get beat with your best stuff. And Weissert's fastball has been lights out this year.
Where would you want it? Right here.
Elevated.
1-2. He comes to the belt. He throws, and a fastball swung on and softly grounded to the first base side. Toro has Weissert gloves. There's no play made. Greg went way too far over. He clipped it with the glove, and actually, he's just trying to get over and cover, and then the ball is right there.
Yeah.
That's just a total tweener, an infield hit, and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, with this dribbler right there, it is the pitcher's job to get as much as you possibly can, because then there's no awkward flip by the first baseman from behind him. If he can reach it and then step on the base, that's the best way to go about that play.
I don't think they had to play either way. I mean, literally him grabbing it and taking it to the base is about the only chance they have. So now, big trouble. Here's Matt Theis with the bases loaded. The pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball, and it is 0-1. And there's misplays and there's just bad fortune. And I think that play in clearly door number 2. Theis is batting for Danny Jansen here. Loaded up with 2 down. 0-1 is high with a fastball. You don't think about Weissert as a guy who struggles with the bases loaded. He's thrown a ton of strikes this year. Needs some right here. 1-1. The pitch is inside. Fastball not close. And it is 2-1. Weissert this year in 45 at-bats against lefties. They're hitting 156 against him. 2-1. 1-run Red Sox lead. Base is loaded, and I think Theis just called for time.
Now, Weissert's been good in high leverage spots.
This is most definitely one of those. 2-1. Here's the pitch, and it is popped up foul on the third base side. Meyer gives a look, but it is out of play. And here comes the pitch of the game. You do worry about all the tread on the tires for Greg Weissert. Over and over and over, he's been summoned. Guerrero and Van Bell are up the righties in the bullpen for the Sox. Two and 2. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Fastball 94 miles an hour. Great job by Greg Weissert. Everybody exhales. Sweet Caroline will be sweet. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 4-3 Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI. looking to tack on the heart of the order, Carlos Narvaez. And then Roman Anthony and Trevor Story against the Rays bullpen arm, Orzi. Aroldis Chapman is up. That answers that. He's going to have the bottom of the ninth inning. You'd love to give him a little more cushion. And you got the right hitters to do that. Orzi got hit a little bit 2 nights ago by the Red Sox. Really good stuff, though. The pitch to Carlos is a strike. To that point, slider on the corner, it's 0-1.
Yeah, he's got one of those invisible fastballs up in the top of the zone, but he lives and dies with his split finger. He throws it about half the time.
0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a fastball. So, right-handed hitter, you know the splitter's coming. What can you do?
Hit the fastball. He's got a pretty good one.
0-2. Carlos, 0 for 3. Rare 0 for him. 275. The pitch is fouled back. I love so many things about what Carlos Narvaez has done this year. 2-strike approach is very near the top of the list.
Yeah, this is a guy, you almost have to shorten up the hole at bat. I mean, even his four-seamer doesn't really get hit that much.
0-2. Pitch. Outside. Splitter. Forkball, if you will. And it's 1-2. Tonight's attendance brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken. They're craving some crunch. Hand-breaded chicken tenders or sandwiches, spiced just right here at Fenway. The 1-2. Carlos takes a high fastball. I just find it delightful to watch a young player come into his own, and that's what Carlos Narvaez is doing. 2-2. 4-3 Sox. The pitch is driven high into left field. This thing is way back, and it is off the green. Narvaez rounds first. He's into second with a wall ball double. There's the 2-strike approach, and he leads off the 8th with a double.
Just another dent in the monster right there. Got a split, I believe, and it was just elevated. That was it, 84 miles an hour, but that's the one that's a mistake. A splitter elevated in the zone, it just yelling hit me. And he smoked it off the Red Sox foundation sign in the middle of that monster.
What is it that you say? See it high, let it fly?
If it's low, let it go.
So a leadoff double. And here now is Roman Anthony. Chance for insurance. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. That's a splitter, and it's 0-1. 4-3 Red Sox. Nobody out, a lead-off double. Roman waits. The pitch is swung on and chopped up the middle. Going to be a very productive out. Narvaez over to third. Shortstop Walls throws to first. And there's one away. Carlos over to third. Will, we've seen that in his first 3 games. This kid's got an idea in big spots at the plate.
He just, look, you can tell he's thinking through these at-bats. He knows how to play the game. Anything up the middle to the right side moves the runner over because you have to find a way to manufacture a run right here.
And what do you know? Kyle Snyder's coming to the mound to talk things over. Trevor Story is due up. That is another double, which means a double for diabetes and $50 to the American Diabetes Association. Brought to you in part by the Mass Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org and find the right plan for you and your family. You know, everybody talks about, Will, the power, the athleticism, all this stuff. I'm really impressed by Anthony's ability in big spots late to be a situational hitter.
Yeah, and you know, we talk about it in a negative way with these kids coming up and through the system and feel like they miss a lot of the fundamental cues of the game. Not him. He's got it. Right? The numbers will come, the hits will start coming, the power will start showing up. But to be able to just simply move a runner against a guy that is really tough against lefties.
And now, a big spot for Story. He's 0 for 3 tonight, 4-3 Sox, infield in and over to pull with Narvaez at third. The pitch is swung on a miss. That is a devastating splitter.
Sure is.
And it's 0-1.
Yeah, it just disappears, right? It's almost like there's a parachute on it. Comes out of the hand like a fastball, it gets about to the plate and just stops.
What a big run this would be. 1-run lead. Chapman is up in the bullpen. 0-1. The pitch is chopped toward third, and Narvaez will not come home. It's gloved over there by Caballero. He throws to first in time. And a 2-way. That's the right read.
Great read.
Narvaez at third.
Great read. It's so easy because you're thinking contact play. and that ball's hit right at you, and you just have to freeze and get back to the bag, but you also have to avoid a tag of Caminero right there.
So now, this would be a good time for Marcelo to launch his third home run. Why not? A lot of ways to score without a big fly. 2 homers, a strikeout. And now here he is with 2 down in the 8th, the pitch. He is way outside his splitter, and it's ball 1.
Orsi hasn't given up a homer yet this year. It'd be a good time for it. I'll take a single.
Meyer waits. 1-0. Pitch is swung on a chopped foul outside of first. Tristan Casas, the last guy to do it. September 22nd of 2024, a 3-run, 3-homer game. Mookie did it all the time. Story has one. JD majored in that. See if Marcelo can match him. 4-3 Sox, 1-1. Pitch is swung on and missed. He was thinking about it. Splitter, and you like that. I mean, he took a shot 1-1, and now, Will, probably a different approach 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason lefties hit 180 off this guy. Fastball's up, splits down. You really got to pick it up out of the hand.
1-2, the pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. That's just a nasty splitter. And the Red Sox will hope that Aroldis Chapman can get 3 outs and get them a win tonight and in the series. 4-3, 9th inning is next. From
Let's see if we can figure out.
The only team in the league as you get back door with GP2. The defender wasn't in between him and the basket. The Thunder are the only team in the league that's bottom 7, both offensive and defensive rebound. Steph deep 3. He's got 18. Sometimes Curry happens. All these rebound battles of the Thunder are winning a lot of them. Looney tipped it away. Pajemski's ahead of everybody. Pajemski to lay it in. Just Alexander again in the lane. Looney blocked it. Doing this with Steph sitting. 3-point lead in the ball. Schroeder, wing jumper. Dennis has 9. Every possession critical. Wiggins turning the corner. Hartenstein, the big shot blocker, floats it up and in. After a mean Euro step. Pajemski wanted Kyle initially. Now got nothing going. Isaiah Jones, step back jumper. Got it! How did he hit that? They had nothing else going. It was up to Brandon Pajemski to do his thing. He did it. And as Schroeder got caught up in the air, Dort was going to block that shot clock at 3. Slow-mo's got to make something out of nothing. Fade, fire. He got it! He beat the buzzer and hit the jumper. Dort didn't want the 3. Dort denied by Kyle Anderson. 2.1 to shoot. Shea out of the corner. GP2 forced that. That's a 24-second violation. A long way to go in this. Looney. And he'll go to the line again. Kevon Looney has tied his career.
I can't tell you how great that sounds to hear you do that.
You just like it because it's not your voice.
That's true. I'm tired of hearing myself talk. You're so good at it, too. People are just flooding Nissan dealers all across New England.
Give me a rogue.
You're a little bit rogue.
We'll be tomorrow.
Aroldis Chapman off day before the Yankees. You're going home, aren't you?
I am going home.
See the new house.
Haven't been there yet.
MTV Cribs is coming to see you arrive. Here's Chris Morrell, pinch hitter. He swings and grounds one on the left side. Beautiful play by Marcelo. He throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. And Aroldis Chapman has been fabulous for the Red Sox.
He really has. It's just, he threw 3 days in a row 2 days ago, and he was still up to 101. He still had his command. He's still mixing the split and the slider in here and there to keep you off balance. He's been great to see, great to watch this year.
He's pitching for the 4th time in the last 5 days. 4-3 Red Sox. 1 out. Here's Taylor Walls from the right side. He skies 1 foul on the first base side. This is a game that has seen 2 big flies from Marcelo, a go-ahead homer from Abraham Toro, who has just been an utter revelation for the Red Sox. 0-1 pitch, low. There's that splitter, and it's 1-1. Did you ever face Chapman as a hitter?
I did when he was in Cincinnati, and he was just pumping 103 to 105. It was so much fun.
I believe that. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A fastball at 99. You know, they've gotten him to throw a little less hard, and it's worked for him.
Yeah, well, in my at-bat, he threw me 5 or 6 off-speed pitches to start my at-bat and then blew my doors off with 105.
Nothing like...
It's like, I'll go sit down now.
Slow the bat down, and here comes
Felt
Gasolina.
Like 200.
1-2. One down in the ninth. The pitch is swung on and missed. Splitter. Adios. And they're 2 away.
That's nasty. That's 93 miles an hour and just falling off the table. You're geared up for 101. That just disappears.
Here's Josh Lowe, the Rays' last hope. 4-3 Red Sox. A chance for a second straight series win. Chapman is ready. He throws low. Takes a high fastball. I think I speak for all Red Sox fans. When you think about this crossroads in the season, young guys come up. 9 out. You'd like Chapman to be here in September, if possible. 1-0. Pitch is right there. Fastball, 100 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. I mean, he would be so valuable at the deadline. This is not the time to think about that. He's been special for the Red Sox. He sets 1-1 with 2 down in the ninth. The pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball, 98. It's 1-2. And Will, does that right there set up another fastball, or do you think splitter here?
The splitter looks good today. Why not bury one?
1-2. Everybody up. The pitch is a high fastball. Oh sure. 102 miles an hour.
If you have 102, you don't have to throw a split. You know?
I think he will right here. 2-2.
He likes ending the game with Gasolina, though.
And a stare.
Stare down.
4-3 Red Sox. 2 down. The pitch is swung on and fouled 101 miles an hour. With that swing, maybe he alters the plan. It stays 2-2.
He's still very late. Very late. I love when it says sinker 101. Like, all right. That doesn't have time to sink.
2-2. Chapman is ready. He throws. And a swing and a miss. He got him. 102 miles an hour. The Red Sox win it 4-3. Meyer homers twice. They come back and win the last 2 of this series. That is 2 straight series wins, and the Sox are rolling. They win it 4-3.
2 straight series wins against 2 of the best teams in the AL right now. The Rays were the hottest team over the last 3 weeks, and they come in here and play some very clean baseball over the last 2 nights. Lots of homers tonight, and the starting pitching back on track. You love to see that for Walker Buehler.
Well, that's exactly right, Will. And sometimes this is a simple game, right? I mean, the Red Sox offense has been fabulous of late. They just haven't put it together with the starting pitchers, but that's now 5 good ones in a row, and I thought a huge step forward tonight for Walker Buehler.
It sure was, and after that second inning, he started tapping more into that fastball, 4-seamer and 2-seamer. That 2-seamer's been really good for him. He trusted it, stayed with it, and it was so effective.
Well, we love that dirty water. The Red Sox beat the Rays 4-3, off day, and then the Yankees coming to town.
Off Base is